Hilary Benn has long been a quiet critic of Jeremy Corbyn's leadership, but this morning it does look as if a full-scale coup against the Labour leader is underway. Mr Benn was sacked overnight for disloyalty.
I said to him that I no longer had confidence
Did you call him first?
I had no longer had confidence in his leadership, and he then dismissed me from the shadow cabinet, which is understandable, and I thanked him for having given me the opportunity to serve as Shadow Foreign Secretary.
In the last few minutes, the Shadow Health Secretary, Heidi Alexander, has tweeted that she will quit. Our political correspondent, Chris Mason, who's sort of speed reading this morning, to be honest with you, to keep up with it, is in Westminster. What can you tell us?
Yes, good morning to you. I have the letter here. This is the resignation letter from the now former Shadow Health Secretary Heidi Alexander, the Member of Parliament for Lewisham East in South London. Effectively, she says in 5 or 6 paragraphs that Jeremy Corbyn is useless. I mean, she doesn't use that word, but that is the sentiment.
In the last few minutes, another resignation from the Labour.
Yeah, from the Shadow Cabinet. Another, we've also had the departure of Hilary Benn, of course, after telling Jeremy Corbyn that he didn't have confidence in his leadership. He was sacked. Then we had the Shadow Health Secretary, Heidi Alexander. She has gone, and now Gloria De Piero. There's clearly an organised move against Jeremy Corbyn.
Just in the last few minutes, I've written to Jeremy Corbyn, the leader of the Labour Party, with my resignation from the Shadow Cabinet. That letter has just gone off and will be public very shortly.
Well, just 6 minutes ago, Lucy Powell, who's the Shadow Secretary of State for Education, tweeted. She said, "I've spoken to Jeremy Corbyn to tell him that with regret I'm resigning from the Shadow Cabinet." And there you see the formal letter she has written to the Labour leader.
We have his present team in a very organised way coming forward one by one saying they will not serve. Interestingly, someone people would never have heard of, Lillian Greenwood, the Shadow Transport Secretary. When I heard that she was resigning, I was quite surprised. She is seen as a loyalist. The fact that she is going makes me believe there will be many others to follow.
7 members of Labour's frontbench team have resigned. The latest are the Shadow Chief Secretary to the Treasury, Seema Malhotra.